It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And a short pickup to about the 25. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them.
Under pressure, they got him again. Jordan Phillips providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
First down for Stephon Diggs there. We've really seen him become a true superstar in the last couple of seasons. He's made his first 2 Pro Bowls after 2020, 2021, with a career-high 10 touchdowns to cap off the 2021 season. And only Cooper Kupp and Devontae Adams have more catches than him since 2020.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Michel. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Dolphins at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Bridgewater's and he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Throwing on second down. Bridgewater. And the Bills are going to...
Oh, that was a TD. They got it up.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. From the gun, they run with Michel. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And it's Michel once again. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
We're scoreless after 1. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. To throw again on second down. Bridgewater to Michel on the screen. Touchdown, Dolphins! Sonny Michel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And slow going there, as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, Cook. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
This a quick pass to Davis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll try the middle with Cook. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. To the air, Allen. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. But I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on third down. On play action, Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
3rd and short, and they decided not to run for it, and he's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the first down.
Allen to throw once more. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
That man was deep in that zone.
24-yard line.
And cover both them boys.
Back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis.
That's on me. I freaking try to switch to the linebacker, and they switched me to the Dan safety, and I ran. Oh, my God. That should have been a pick. I like that I keep that switch assist bullshit off, because if I had the switch assist on, it would have switched me right to the linebacker and led me away. But that was pure nonsense. I'll take it. I got a pure nonsense pick earlier.
Applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said. This touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth.
What the fuck was that? That ball went right through your wide receiver to my hands.
The 39-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish.
It's like he put his hands up and pulled it out. It should make no sense.
was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Down at the 35. It'll be second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill.
I hit the wrong button. I'll take it.
Almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Bridgewater on first down. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Bridgewater. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw is Bridgewater. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Michel again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
I just said that too. Watch me throw a pick 6 here.
It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Just D-line freaking laid my quarterback out. Moment I was throwing that ball. I should have threw it right when I called height, but I wanted him to get to you. And he got hit after in the pass was thrown. Look at that. He got hit after. It was just an errant-ass pass.
The offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3.
No on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Bridgewater. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have...
Yeah, I saw that. That was like the shit. I was like, he just give me that back for that damn touchdown they give him for halftime.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Goddamn controller glitched on me, so I'm just going to take a delay here. I ain't kicking this shit. Oh, I can't even take a delay. I got to take a timeout because that shit going to kick anyway.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
from just shy of midfield. Allen. And my goodness, another interception.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if it's because I'm hitting strap before I jump for those picks, but your wide receivers are stopping early and letting me go for the ball.
Boy, they give him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions.
Like, he legit went for it like he was a wide receiver right there.
Maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone. Right, we use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They try to throw on second down, but this one is...
Oh, that should have been a pick six. The moment I let that ball go, that's a pick.
Throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted.
Why'd he throw that falling backwards, bruh? That was a horrible pass. Good pick. You should have had 2 picks to drive anyway.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the hook up with Diggs. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
A gain of 15. And the Bills first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Cook up the gut. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38.
56.
A give. This is Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Bridgewater. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 44, Bridgewater. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater.
You gotta be kidding me. You cannot be more wide open.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And it's intercepted.
Oh, that's on me. That's on me. That's on me. I don't know why I threw it inside when I had the whole outside. I didn't think your safety was going to get there. I was like, oh, that's easy TD. And I threw it inside instead of keep leading him outside.
Backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there.
That's on me. I had the easy touchdown, but I was like, oh, he's not. I tried to do a back shoulder for no fucking reason, messing with this animation.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And Diggs has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game. And
look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Bridgewater to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Yeah, Bridgewater ass. Like, what are you doing? Just throw it straight.
Way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
Oh, come on, ref. Y'all ain't going to challenge that? That man's 2 feet was down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think
I can't even challenge that play. He was down, coach.
They're going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by
Yo, if you would have caught that, I would have been fucking wild. Good shit.
Seal this football game. So it's a
Bridgewater straight ass cheeks.
I tell you what,
That man sold the game.
Performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Bills, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2.